Okay, song number 2 on our song sheet. Another chance to get your Broadway on. Cleaning and cooking and so many dishes. Out with the hammocks, no pasta, no knishes. Fish that's gefilte, horseradish that stings. These are a few of our Passover things. Mozza and Carmos, clapped up for roasted. Shank bones and Kiddush and Yiddish neurosis. Tanta who kvetches and uncle who sings. These are a few of our Passover things. Motzi and maror and trouble with pharaohs. Famines and locusts and sleigh with wheelbarrows. Matzah balls floating and eggshell that clings. These are a few of our Passover things. When the plague strike, when the lies bite, when we're feeling sad, we simply remember our Passover things, and then we don't feel so bad.
All right, well,
Yes.
we just distributed the afikomen. Who actually found the afikomen? Moti found the afikomen. All right. We should give him a prize too, don't you think? Skylar, should we give him a prize? Yeah? Give him a prize. Here. We're gonna give him a ball. Bouncy ball. We gave you a ball, but you dropped it. All right, give him a ball. So we have to finish with the afikomen. We had a little piece of the afikomen, and that is the tzafun. Now we have a blessing over the meal. If you open up your Haggadah, back up to page 153, or sorry, 133. 133. Make sure you have a cup of wine or grape juice ready to go, because we're going to have our third cup, which is the cup of finishing the meal. This is the third cup. And the third and fourth cup come very close together. But make sure you have your third cup ready to go. But we also, as some people have, a little slivovitz, a little brandy or schnapps to drink a l'chaim. And we had plum brandy. Some people had tequila. Some people had vodka made with potato or fig or dates, sorry. We have lots of different alcohols that we came up with that are made with things that are not grain. So that goes to show you. If you're very creative, you can make alcohol out of other things. Just go to prison and you'll see what they make alcohol out of. I'm not encouraging anyone to do that, but I have seen that. Anyways, not me, I would visit people. I wasn't making it, Eddie. Eddie seems to be saying I was making it. No. Anyway, so we want to drink a l'chaim. If you have a drink in front of you, we want to wish everyone l'chaim, long life, and this is part of our vaccination plan for everybody, is to kill every germ you have in your body right now. L'chaim. So now, as we have our blessing, again, make sure you have your Kiddush cup. Oh, lychee wine. Look at that. Lychee. All right. So now on page 133, the Birkat HaMazon, we're going to invite everyone to bench with us to say the blessing. Chavarai nevarech, Yehi Shem Adonai Mavarach Me'ata ve'ad olam, Birshut Chavarai, nevarech Eloheinu Shelchanu Mishalo, Baruch Eloheinu Shelchanu Mishalo, Uvtuvo Hayinu, Baruch Uvaruch Shemo. The bottom of page 133, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu Melech haolam, Azat et haolam kulo betuvo bechen bechesed vrachamim. Unoten lechem lechol basar ki leolam chazdo uvtuvo hagadol tamid lo chasar lanu ve'al yechsar lanu mazon leolam va'et bavur shemo hagadol kiuzan umfarnes lahakol Umetiv lakol, umechin mazon, lechol briotav, asher bara, baruch atah Adonai, chazan et hakol. If you turn to the next page on 134, and help me bless the land and the food that we enjoy. Page 134. Kakatu ve'achalta ve'savata uverachta et Adonai Eloheinu al haaretz hatova asher natan la baruch atah Adonai al haaretz ve'al hamazon. And if you join me on page 135 as we bless Jerusalem, our holy city, a city that should be filled with peace and is being rebuilt in our day. On page 135, Uvene Yerushalayim Ira Kodesh B'mera v'yameinu Baruch atah Adonai V'oneh v'rachamav Yerushalayim. Amen. And now we thank God for so many great things that we enjoy in our life. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Ayalavinu malkeinu, Adireinu, Boreinu, Goaleinu, Yotzereinu, Kadosh Yaakov, Roeinu, Roe Yisrael, HaMelech HaTov v'HaMeitiv lechol shebechol yom v'yom, Hu heitiv, Hu meitiv, Hu yetiv lanu, Ugmalanu, Ugmalenu le'ad, lechein, lechesed, u'lerachamim, u'lerevach, hatzala, hatzlacha, beracha, v'shua, nechama, parnasa, v'chalkala, v'rachamim, v'chaim, v'shalom, v'chol tov, u'mi kol tov, le'olam al yachasreinu. As we thank God for all of these great things, our merciful God who's given us so many blessings, so much goodness. Harachaman, v'moch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Harachaman, v'barach b'shamayim u'v'aretz, Harachaman, hu yishtabach ledor dorim, v'yitpar banu le'etzach netzachim, v'yitadar banu le'adu le'ol me'olamim, Harachaman, yufarsenu b'chavod, Harachaman, yishmor aleinu me'al tzavareinu, v'hu yolchinu kol artzeinu, Harachaman, hu yishlach lanu beracham merubah b'bayit hazeh, v'al shulchan zeh, shachanu alav, Harachaman, hu yishlach lanu et Eliyahu hanavi. Harachaman, hu yishlach lanu et Eliyahu hanavi zachor latov. V'vaser lanu lanu, v'vaser lanu lanu, v'vaser lanu besorot tovot, yishuot v'nechemot. If you join me on page 136, we ask for blessings for everyone who's here, for all of us, for our families and friends, for everyone who's with us today and everyone who can't be with us. Harachaman, u'yivarechet ha'kol ha'musubin kan, otanu ve'kol asher lanu, k'moshe v'achol avotenu, Avraham, Yitzhak, v'Yaakov, b'kol mikol kol, ken yivarech otanu kulanu yechad, b'yivaracha shalema v'nomar, Amen. We also want to bless this very special holiday, this day of celebration and goodness. Harachaman, Tov, and we also want to bless the nation of Israel, the state of Israel. Harachaman, Israel. And we also want to welcome in a time of peace between all people. Harachaman, Yaskin Shalom, Bnei Yaakov, Uvnei Yishmael, and Harachaman, a blessing, bringing the messianic redemption, a time of peace for everyone. Harachaman, Yizkeinu Limot HaMoshiach, L'Ha'ei Olam Haba, Migdol Yeshuot Malko, ועושה חסד להמשיכו, לדוד ולזרעו עד עולם. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, באמרו amen. So we're going to raise our cup on page 137 to say a blessing for the third cup, the cup where we're giving thanks for all the good things that we have. On page 137, the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei
Peri Hagafen.
l'chaim. All right. So, where's our Elijah cup? Let's Coast Miriam. All right. So now, as we welcome in Elijah with our special songs of welcoming Elijah, and we're going to welcome Elijah on page 140. You can find the song that we're going to do to welcome Elijah. We're also then going to welcome in Miriam the prophet, who also is somebody we recognize now in our tradition too. So let's welcome Elijah on page 140. And we have a tradition of welcoming Elijah by asking everyone to rise, to stand and face towards the door. On page 140, Eliyahu.
And also in your song sheet, we're going to be following it up with Miriam, song number 6.
And again, as we sit down, we pray that the hope for redemption and peace will especially go out to those that are suffering right now in Ukraine. So we hope that prayer of redemption and peace is going all the way out there. Make sure you fill up your cup for your fourth glass. We're not going to do it exactly yet, but make sure you're ready to go with your fourth cup of wine or grape juice. We're going to be in just a moment be doing that. But we have some final songs that we finish up with. So make sure your cup is ready, because this is the concluding cup, the cup for finishing songs, for the final songs. So the last couple of steps are the Hallel and Nirtzah, the singing of songs and the concluding song that we have. So tonight as we finish up with songs, and again, we usually try to have some songs that keep everybody excited about, including our kids. We always do a few songs that make everybody feel maybe a little bit like a kid when we finish up with these last songs. Before we do, well, we're going to do one song before we do that. I also want to tell you tonight is a very special night too, because on the second night we begin counting the Omer. We begin counting this period that goes all the way from tonight all the way to Shavuot, when we celebrate getting the Torah, because we realize that this is a cycle, that this is not just one holiday by itself. It's part of the cycle of the year. And this next part of our days are very important, this Omer period, because coming up during the Omer, we're going to also celebrate and commemorate some very important days on the modern calendar. Next, about a week and a half from now, we're going to be commemorating Yom HaShoah, the day of remembering the Shoah and the Gvura, the Holocaust, and also the resilience and the survival and the fighting back of Jews during the Holocaust, during the Shoah. Because it was during this time, actually on the 19th of April in 1943, that the Jews of Warsaw fought back and began the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, which is why the nation of Israel, about 60 years ago, decided that that day, the closest day, Yom HaShoah, would be close to Pesach, but of course can't be in during Pesach, but as close to Pesach as possible, which is why next week, or about a week and a half, we're going to be celebrating, commemorating the Jews who fought back and the resilience of the Jewish people and remembering their survivors. And so on the 28th, Thursday night, we're going to have one of our local survivors, an important member of our community, Margot Webb, is going to be speaking at our synagogue at 7 o'clock. We're also going to stream it, so if you want to watch it. She just wrote a book about her life and about her going back to Germany to teach kids of the next generations about the Shoah. Some of them had no idea about what their families did during the Shoah, and so she's been going back since about 1989, 1990. She's been going back to teach the next generations of German kids about the Holocaust from her vantage point when she left as a 12-year-old, was forced out of her home, and her family was murdered. So that's the 28th, the night of Thursday night, the 28th of April. And then right after that, we have Yom Ha'atzmaut. We have a celebration of Israel. We're going to be talking about some of what we're going to be doing to celebrate and to be with the people from Israel. We have people here in our community that are from Israel, including, again, the Matovs who are here now. They're originally from Israel. And also, again, we have Eddie over here, who's originally from Israel. I like to say that he was actually from Israel before it was even Israel, but he was just born right in that little period between. Well, I'm giving away his age now, but he is an Israeli too. But we have a few other Motis, and we have other Israelis who are in our community too, but who are part of our celebration of the land of Israel. So that's coming up in the next few weeks as well. And we hope that there'll be safety and security in Israel, because of course in these last few weeks there have been horrific attacks on Israel, and to try to make our holidays sad days. We're not going to let them be sad. So we're going to finish up with some final songs tonight. And again, Wendy, what are we going to sing now? Yep.
Okay, we're going to do a song. On the song sheet, it's song number 3. This is kind of telling the story about how Moses came to be from being a Jew, going into Egypt, and then we have the whole story of Passover after that. So does everybody have song sheet number 3? Raise your hand. Yes. We're going to go to where it's in the middle of the page, and it says, and the baby's going to grow. So that's the part we're going to do first. Goes like this.
This is a song that you actually wrote.
Yes, I co-wrote this with my friend Tara Lieberstein. So your part goes like this. And the baby's gonna grow, and the baby's gonna lead us right into the promised land. Let's try that together. And the baby's gonna grow, and the baby's gonna lead us right into the promised land. Now the rest of the song is just an echo. Everybody knows what an echo is. Baby's in the cradle, and he's floating on down, right on down the river. But he's not gonna drown. Mama pats the cradle, smearing pitch with her hands. And the baby's gonna grow, and the baby's gonna lead us right into the promised land. Echo, rivers flowing slowly, baby's fast asleep. Cradle settles in a pool that's oh so calm and deep. Pharaoh's daughter sees the baby, reaches out with her hands. And the baby's gonna grow, and the baby's gonna lead us right into the promised land. Sister Miriam by the river, by Pharaoh's daughter not known, says her mama's there to nurse him till the baby is grown. And so the little baby's back with mama's hands. And the baby's gonna grow, and the baby's gonna lead us right into the promised land again. Said, and the baby's gonna grow, and the baby's gonna lead us right into the promised land. That's how we got Moses.
Beautiful. So if you make sure you have your cup filled, because we're going to finish up with our final songs too, with our final cup, which is kind of the knowledge that we're coming to the end. But if you look on page 149 in your Haggadah, this is the Kos Revi'i, the fourth cup. And as we drink this cup, and we thank you, God, for the mitzvah of being able to be here to celebrate and to sing songs of thanks. We have this cup, and we have a special blessing over the fruit of the vine that we say afterwards. But we'll do the Kiddush right now. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim. And we also have a blessing. Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, for the vine and for the fruit, for the beautiful and spacious land you gave us. Have mercy on us and bring us there to eat its fruits. Grant us happiness on this feast of Matzot. Blessed are you for the land and for the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai al haaretz ve'al pri hagafen, for the fruit of the vine. So, again, we had a few other drinks here besides just fruit of the vine. We had the slivovitz. We even had tequila floating around here too, which comes from a cactus, so it's kosher for Passover. And potato. So again, we're very creative. I think some people may need to have another shot of something right now, because we have a couple songs that we like to do. One of the first of all, wait, turn to page 150, because we want to bless this day, this counting of the Omer, and recognize that this is the first day in the counting of these times, these countdown to Shavuot, and again through all these holiday seasons, the springtime. Lag BaOmer, by the way, we're going to have a Lag BaOmer festival out in the park this year, by the way. We're going to have an outdoor celebration. So we're going to count the days of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, al sfirat ha'omer, hayom yom echad la'omer. This is the first day of the counting of the Omer. So we're going to sing some songs, and we're going to sing Adir Hu, which you can find on page 154. Adir Hu is from the melody we do is actually a German church kind of adapted song, like some of the other songs that we have. By the way, Echad Mi Odeh is actually an adapted song too, if you think about it, from our Ashkenazi heritage. But on page 154, this is Adir Hu.
So I remember listening to this with all my uncles and aunts and my grandpa in the Seder that went on all night. And this was probably 4 hours into it. Ah, dear who, ah, dear who, ah, dear who, give me Beethoven, bim hera, biyame no bekoro, ebene, ebene, bene Beethoven. So you're going to notice parts of this repeat. So after the first or second time, you'll get a hang of it. Bachurchu, kadolchu, dagonchu, yivne Beethoven koro, bimhera, biyamenu bikoro, elbene, bene Beethoven koro. Who thinks they know the song already? Nobody? Oh, come on. Adorhu, Batikhu, Zakaihu, Yivne Beethoven Koro. Here's the Bimhera, Bimhera, Biyamenu Bikoro, Elbene, Bene Beethoven Koro, Hasidhu, Tahorhu, Yachidhu, Yivne Beethoven Koro, Bimhera, Biyamenu Bikoro, Elbene, Bene Beethoven Koro, Kaburhu, Lamidhu, Melechhu, Yivne Beethoven Koro, Bimhera, biyamenu bikoro, elbene, bene Beethoven koro. So we're going to keep going a little faster. Norahu, Sagibhu, Izuzu, Yivne Beethoven koro, Bimhera, biyamenu bikoro, elbene, bene Beethoven koro. Even faster. Podahu, Sadikhu, Kodoshu, Yivne Beethoven koro, Bimhera, biyamenu bikoro, elbene, bene Beethoven koro. Here we go. Rachumhu, Shadaihu, Stakihu, Yivne Beethoven koro, Bimhera, biyamenu bikoro, elbene, bene Beethoven koro.
So, the next song, Echad Mi Yodea, is also modeled after, it says right here, a German non-Jewish folk song from the 15th or 16th centuries. This is a counting song. It's a Jewish trivia song where you say, who knows one? And we know it's one God.
And
Two tablets of the commandments. And the three are the three fathers, and the four are the four mothers, etc. So we're going to do a few of these. The tradition is that we have to do these. You're supposed to do them in one breath. But I'm going to have to drink this first before I do that. But this is the way it goes. Echad mi yodea, Echad ani yodea, Echad Eloheinu, 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 Sheba Shamayim uvaretz, Shnayim yodea, Shnayim ani yodea, Shnei luchot abrit, Echad Eloheinu, 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 Sheba Shamayim uvaretz, Shlosha mi yodea, Shlosha ani yodea, Shlosha avot Shnei luchot abrit, Echad Eloheinu, 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 Sheba Shamayim uvaretz. So now we're going to turn to the end, to 13. And this is where we're going to do it all in one breath. So, supposedly last night I did it in 3 breaths, but 2.5. What? 3? She says 3. Okay. So so maybe last night was the dry run, was a practice for this. All right, so here we go. I have to clean out my sinuses first to do this. Clean out my throat. All right. Ready? Shoshasar miodea, shoshasar aniodea, shoshasar midaya, shnevaksar kokvaya, shneva. I already messed up. Partly because I can't read. Where are my glasses? Give me my glasses. It's too late. Shoshasar miodea, shoshasar aniodea, shoshasar midaya, shna. Oh, that works. Shnemasar shita, kadasar kokvaya, asara dibaya, tisha yohelida, shona yemeli, shiva yemeshapta, shishash remisa, hamisha kusel, arba imao, shoshavo, shnei lukodabri, echad Eloheinu, 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 Sheba shamayim uvaharetz. Thank you. I almost, those worked, but if I have another couple shots, I won't even need them. So we have a tradition. We have one last song that we're going to sing tonight, right? We're going to do one more song. Is that right?
Yes.
This is a song. What?
Well, we might have a couple more, but
No, come here. No. We need to do a song before Chad Gadya. Yeah. We're going to finish with Chad Gadya, of course. But we're going to do a song Yes, come on. Rick and Addie. We want to bring up Rick and Addie. Do one more song. They're going to help us with Chad Gadya too. And Jude.
You shared the motions.
And thank you, Jude, for helping out. Jude checked everybody in. Got everybody, made sure we had everybody tonight. Thank you, Jude. And come to see Rick and Addie lead services, not this next Friday, but the Friday after, on the 30th. And then Wendy's going to be here the week after that, in May, the first week of May. So we're going to see them. And we actually had a great service where we had everybody working together. It was called Purim, and that was a lot of fun. We're going to do that in the future too. So, all right, guys, take it away.
Had so much wine tonight, it's kind of like Purim. This song is called Pharaoh, Pharaoh. It's written by the head rabbi of Stephen S. Wise Synagogue. So you know it basically comes from up on the mountain, like a lot of our songs do. Here's the chorus. It goes like this. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah. Try that. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah. Now there's some hand motions which Addie is going to demonstrate. So if you're able, if you've brought your arms with you, please do this. It goes, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah. Everybody do that. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah. A burning bush told me just the other day that I should come to Egypt and say, it's time to let my people be free. So listen to God if you won't listen to Pharaoh, Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah. Really do that. Come on. Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah. Well, me and my people go into the Red Sea with Pharaoh's best army coming after me. I took my rod and stuck it in the sand, and all of God's people walked on dry. Pharaoh, 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 let's hear it. Oh, baby, let my people go. Yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah. Well, Pharaoh's army was a-coming too. So what do you think that God did too? He had me take my rod and clear my throat, and all of Pharaoh's army did the dead man float. Pharaoh, 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 says, oh, baby, let my people go. Well, that's the story of the stubborn goat. Pharaoh should have known that chariots don't float. The lesson is simple, it's easy to find. When God says go, you had better mind. Pharaoh, 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 oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Fantastic. And you know what I thought about? That was a great song and a great lead up to the next song, which has goats in it. You see that? It was a lead up to the song about a goat, which is Haggadah Yah. Now, it's in your Haggadah, but you really don't need it because you don't really have to sing along to this other than the part that everyone's going to do, which is Haggadah Yah. So you're going to do that, but the most important thing is you're going to make the noises for the different things. So you have to pay attention. You have to do your part. But everybody is going to make the sound of the money, the 2 zuzim. Now, a lot of people want to know, based on inflation, what is 2 zuzim worth now? Now, it's not as much as it was worth last year, and hopefully you have zuzim and not rubles, because that would really be a problem if you had rubles. But the zuzim would be worth about $12, probably about $12, $15 now, which means you could buy a goat for about that much. But I will tell you this, it's a funny song, it's a fun song, we make a joke out of it. But I shared this with my daughter the other day, and she said she didn't know this, and I don't know if some of you may know this. This song, Haggadah Yah, is not just a song that's funny and about animals. It's actually a secret message in the song. It actually represents all the people that have come against the Jewish people for thousands of years, because we're the goat in this story. We're the goat, which is the greatest of all time, right? But we're also the goat or the lamb, right? But we're eaten by the cat, which is Egypt. And then Egypt is attacked, or again, taken over. The next kingdom was the Babylonians and the Assyrians from the east. They also had dogs as their hunt. You can see pictures of dogs in the Babylonian archives. Then you have a stick, which is the Persian Empire, the fire, which is the Greeks, the water, which is the Romans. The Romans, why are they the water? Because they had aqueducts and bathhouses. What did the Romans ever give us? From Life of Brian? You have to remember that movie. Anyways, it's the aqueducts and the bathhouses and besides that. So they were known for their water stuff. And then we have the bull, the ox, etc. We go all the way through, and finally we get to the angel of death. And the angel of death, according to the interpretation, were the Nazis, who actually had the angel of death, had a symbol of death as their insignia. And then you have God intervening, which means that we actually live in the time of the redemption. That's the good thing, is there's no one else. There's no one coming against us after that. And some people say that's because of the nation of Israel now. In 1948, ended that. It's a very interesting interpretation. It's a mystical interpretation for Haggadah Yah. You know, we think of it as a funny song, but it actually might have a little message in it that eventually there was going to be redemption. And we live in that time. So we're going to sing this song, and we're going to need your help for it, because the people are going to make the sound of the goat. Such good goating going on out there. Look at Sandy and Jim out there. They need to hear them too. All right, so the goat is going to be the table of... No, it's not going to be the whole table, but it's going to be the table. Yeah, maybe we'll have table 4. Table 4 will be the goat, because I think that they're going to get the goat down. Then comes the cat. The cat. The table of the cat. Really? I guess they'd be the cats over there. The Katzes. The Katzes. That's a Jewish family. Then the dog. Really, you guys? Yeah. These guys, nobody has spent more money on dogs than that guy right there. The dog. So he's the dog. All right. The table is the dog, not just Neil. All right. Then we're going to go to the stick that beats the dog. The stick. That's a little bit harder because now you're getting into songs, the sounds you got to make. No, I'm saving that table for something else, Tracy. Tracy, you'll be the stick then. Yeah, you this side right over here. You guys, you're the stick. It's too bad. And then the fire. The fire is going to be table number. What did you say? 7. No. Yeah, table number 3. Table number 3 will be the fire. What did you want to be? What did you want to be? Table 3 is the fire. And then comes the water that quenches the fire. So look at John. John's hiding. John doesn't want to be over. Table 1 is the water. Then the ox. Yeah, the ox. The ox will be table number 2. Table number 2 will be the ox. The angel of death. This is where you get kind of hard. The angel of death, I think this time will be, no, they're going to be God. That's the last table. They're the table of God. Table is going to be, the angel of death will be Sandy and Jim out in the back. Yeah, you have to stand up out of there and be the angel of death. And then the last table right here, table number 7, will be the Holy One, God. So you guys got to figure out what sound God makes. What God is going to be. God's got to be present here because that's the way the story ends. But everyone together is going to do the Tu Zuzim, cha-ching, cha-ching. What does it say in here for this? This for the money. I don't know. We say cha-ching. That's what we say. We say you got to do it. If you can't say it, you can't have it. All right, everybody, let's do it. You're the angel of death out there, guys.
Everybody know their part? Do we want to practice it or just go for it? Just go for it. Okay.
A goat, a kid. No, the goat. I don't hear it.
Where's the goat?
What? I mean, this is the biggest part, guys. Table 4. Okay, wait. Hold a second. Let me hear the goat. Okay, that's better. All right. My father bought for 2 zuzim. Cha-ching! We're going to get faster, so you got to pay attention. Then came the cat. That was great. You see, that's the way you do it. Then ate the kid.
That's the goat.
My father bought for 2 zuzim. Cha-ching! Then came the dog. Pretty solid dog that bit the cat. That ate the goat. My father bought for 2 zuzim. Cha-ching! It's coming together. Then came the stick. That beat the dog. That bit the cat. That ate the goat.
My father bought for 2 zuzim.
Cha-ching! Then came the fire that burned the stick, that beat the dog, that bit the cat, that ate the goat. My father bought for 2 zuzim. Cha-ching! All right, now we're moving through fast. Then came the water. That was pretty good. That quenched the fire. That burned the stick. That beat the dog. Neil, you were way late on that. I was looking at you. You were way late. That bit the cat. That ate the goat. My father bought for two Susie. Cha-ching! I got ya. Then came the ox. Wait, I just want to hear Don by himself. Go, Don. All right, Don, I was believing, Don. You had me totally convinced you were an ox just now. You totally inhabited like a method actor. All right, then came the ox. That drank the water. That quenched the fire. That burned the stick. That beat the dog. That bit the cat. That ate the goat. My father bought for two Susie. Cha-ching!
I got ya.
Oh my gosh, here we go. We're getting close to the end. And came the slaughter. Oh, we didn't have a slaughter. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, that's on me. That's me. I'll have to be the slaughter. Kill. Kill the ox.
Die.
Kill the ox. The ox. Drink the water. That quenched the fire. That burned the stick. That beat the dog. That bit the cat. That ate the goat.
My
father bought for two Zuzim. Cha-ching. Show me the money. I got ya. Then came the angel of death. That was pretty good. They got it. Who smote the slaughter. Kill. You thought you were doing this with me.
Die.
Who slaughtered the ox. Who drank the water. That quenched the fire. That burned the stick. That beat the dog. That bit the cat. That ate the goat.
My
father bought for two Susan. Cha-ching! I got ya. All right, folks, this is the last one. This is the last time we're doing it. Then came the Holy One. We felt that. Who annihilated the angel of death. Who smote the slaughter.
Die.
Who killed the ox. Who drank the water. That quenched the fire. That burned the stick. That beat the dog. That bit the cat. That ate the goat.
My father bought
For two Susan.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching! Ha got ya. Oh my gosh. Chag Sameach. That was one of the best ever. That was really good. Well, thank you, Wendy, so much for helping to lead us in song tonight. And thank you, Rick and Addie, and Jude for helping us tonight. Again, we're sorry you didn't get to be with family, but you got to be with us, which is, I don't know if it's a close second. It's the best you're going to get for Passover. All right. So everybody, thank you all, everybody, for being here. Thank you for the people who helped set up. We do need help cleaning up. We're going to clean up. We're going to get out of here. But we finish with one last thing. Leshana Haba'ah, next year in Jerusalem. Now, if you don't get to go to Jerusalem for Passover, you will in the next year be able to go with us 2 times to Israel. I'm going in July, but I'm inviting everyone to come with me in November or in February. Both of those information about those trips are now up on the website. November and February. November at the end of this year, and February, the beginning of 2023, so we can be in Jerusalem. So we can fulfill this last word that we say next year in Jerusalem. Leshana Haba'ah Be'Yerushalayim.
Come on. Leshana Haba'ah Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim. Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim. Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim. Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim. Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim. Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim. Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim. Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a, Be'erushalayim.
Lishana Haba'a, Lishana Haba'a,
Lishana